I've been in Ghana now for 8 years. I came to Ghana in 2014, right after I graduated from the university to spend a gap year. And 1 year turned to the other, and now we've been here for 8 years. I came back to Ghana in 2014 because the US at that time, as it is now, was very divided. The Trayvon Martin case had just happened. A lot of people waking up to the reality of Black men being killed just for the color of their skin. And I had not been back since I left when I was 11 years old. Of course, I had a romantic idea of what Ghana was gonna be. You know, I read a lot of books by Kwame Nkrumah. The whole Africa Rising thing was happening. So I really thought that I was gonna come to Ghana and everything will happen just like this. And that wasn't the reality. The systems don't work. For me, my biggest challenge since being back has honestly been seeing young people like myself who are smarter than me, more gifted than me, more experienced than me, not have access to opportunities to really thrive. And that's why I feel like a community like Ahaspora comes in, because most of us are coming from a place where we have a little bit of disposable income. We are not necessarily responsible for anybody else but ourselves. So we can now partner with these gifted people, start businesses, start nonprofits, and really bring about the solutions that we wish our parents had brought so that they wouldn't have left this country. And when I joined Ahaspora at 22, I met so many awesome people and things that I should have ordinarily paid for as a young, broke entrepreneur, I got for free when you are looking for job opportunities, or you're looking to employ people, or you're looking to just really understand Ghana so that you don't waste your time, you don't waste your energy, you don't waste your money. You have this safety network that will ensure that your transition is really smooth and you feel at home. My biggest success is the fact that I'm still here. Sometimes I don't know how I'm still here or why I'm still here, because the economy is not really great and things are just difficult. But this is home. And I think for me, the community that I have here, my first job, I heard about it on Ahaspora because Emily is on Ahaspora. She was a commerce fellow at MEST. So when she was leaving MEST, she just posted on Ahaspora, I'm leaving MEST. Is anyone interested in this position? Because I'm part of that community, I was able to reach out to her, and the process of getting that job was so easy, you know. And then the people I met, even working at City is a friend of Ahaspora. So you meet people first, they know you, they trust you. When it's time for you to look for opportunities, it's not now that you are job hunting or you are knocking on doors. They are more than happy to help you, because now they can put a character to the name. They can decipher that you're trustworthy, and they really want you to succeed. You as a returnee, you don't have to worry about bread and butter issues the way that other people your age here have to worry about. So you are the one that has to create that opportunity. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that the people here you come to meet are smarter than you, and they are more experienced than you, and they know the terrain better than you. So don't come here just because you have a little bit of money thinking that you can lord over them. Come with the perspective of how do we collaborate. So what I did, like a whole year, I followed people around, like guys like Yao Jenfi, he was starting Penny. I followed so many people, like I'm blanking at Akushi, Joshua with his coconut business, Mirabelle with Tama, like just studying these entrepreneurs because I was fascinated by what they were doing.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, that was warm. I liked it, but let's make it better. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can you really hear me? Yes. Then good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you all doing? Nice. Welcome to the 6th edition of the MTN Just Be series. My name is Caleb Kuda. This morning, I'm excited. I've spent time observing you all, and even as I stand here, I'm looking into your eyes. Believe me, all of you, including those who are watching us virtually. And I see just one thing. You're full of dreams. And you're hoping to be the next big thing in the world. Is that correct? Oh, is that true or not? Yeah, put your hands together for yourselves. You are dreamers. You are dream makers. You will make it happen. And trust me, whatever your dreams are, they are valid. And that is why we are here to support you, to guide you, and to lead you. Because believe me, there are so many young people out there who are equally full of dreams. What they have not had is the wings to help them fly. But luckily for you and I, on a special day like this, two huge companies here in Ghana that think about young people, I'm talking about MTN Ghana and Ahaspera, have come together to provide you wings. So just as you see eagles soar because they have mighty wings, these two mighty institutions are providing you with wings so that you can fly. And there will be the wind behind your sail so that you can really soar. So on today's edition, we are looking at e-commerce, the trends, the opportunities, and how you can harness all of that to make your dreams come alive. So it is good that you came. Tell somebody it's good that you came. No, tell the person, say it louder. It's good you came. No, say it with confidence. It's good you came. No, tell them it's really good you came. And trust me, by the time we're out of here, you wouldn't only have knowledge, you wouldn't only be inspired, but you have built a necessary network that will open a world of doors and opportunities for you. So once again, welcome. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Welcome yourselves warmly. Be seated and be great. We're going to have a good time together today. Trust me. So I said we will entertain you as well. That also means that you will win some lucky prizes. Tell somebody lucky prizes. Ask someone, are you ready for a lucky prize? What did he say? Who is ready for a lucky prize? Shout your name and let me see. Oh, shout your name and let me see. You know what? I didn't hear any name at all. All right, so take your phone now. I'm going to give you something nice. Give me mine. Give me mine. Take your phone. I'm going to give you something nice. Do you have your phone now? Let me see it. Raise it up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You don't have your phone here. You left it in Trotro. Oh, wave your phone. Let me see. Wave your phone. Okay, go to, how many of you are using iOS? iOS? Okay, where do you usually download things? What's it called? Aha, go to the App Store. Go there now. Are you there? Let me see. I'm at the App Store. Okay. Have you seen the App Store? Okay. Oh, the rest of you, if you are not Apple, you are orange, eh? Those of you who are doing orange, please go on your distance. Where do you go? Go and play there. Go to Play Store. So are you also at Play Store? If you don't hurry up, we'll win the thing and you won't get anything. So download the my MTN app now. Have you done that? Hey, some people have finished ahead of us. Do you have the my MTN app? You have it already? So you have it? Okay, cool. Let's go. Right. Have you opened the interface? So scroll down. If you scroll down, you will see just be get your offers here. Are you there? Are you there? Okay, those who are saying no, we will win and you will lose. I should slow down. Okay. Your phone, the screen is cracked there. Keep talking, we will finish ahead of you. Are you there? Can you see the Just Be banner? If you scroll down the quick access, you see data bundle, send Momo, just for you, mashed up, and then down there you see plus offers and loyalty. Have you seen that? So tap on it. You've tapped on it. Okay, so when you tap on it, are you there now? They said share. What are you seeing? Share the link. Okay, so what's going to happen is that we will do the MTN Trivial. It's a very exciting game based on all our previous experiences, who the speakers were, some of the themes, and when you are done answering all that in a very few seconds, then you can win 100 Ghana CD coupon to go and shop anywhere. I can see you want to give your coupon to Bay. Meanwhile, Bay will not give hers to you. Please clap for the men, they are doing very well. Oh, the women, clap for the men, we do well. Those who are not clapping, we understand your problem. That's okay. That's okay. We'll not begrudge you. But without much ado, we'll come back to the MTN Trivial. We really are going to come back to the MTN Trivial because I want to win that coupon. How many really want to win that coupon, yeah? Yeah. How many want to? You don't want? Yeah. It's great. We're going to do that. For those of you watching us virtually, I'm sorry, you're not going to be part of this one. Next year, please join us in-house. But we are really happy to have you. So without wasting further time, we'll come back to the MTN Trivial, I promise you on that. But we're going to start the conversation, which is why many of you are here. When we are done with this, we'll have some breakout sessions where our speakers will talk to us on cybersecurity and how to nurture our ideas and how to hone ideas and nurture them into businesses and all of that. Are you ready for today? Are you ready for today? Oh, I can't hear you. Those here, are you ready for today? Yes. Oh, give me a shout. If you're ready, give me a shout. I like you. I love you. I love you. It's going well. So we're going to start. As you can see, we have a distinguished lady, a distinguished gentleman. They are up here on the stage. So we're going to have conversations on what? What are we talking about today? Everyone, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Everybody. What are we talking about today? Now you can open your mouth, still close your eyes. What are we having today? What are we talking about? But you have still open your eyes. Put your hands together for yourselves, man. It's good. I like this. Okay, so I'm seeing this very beautiful. How many of you can see something nice here? I mean, you see, there are two fine human beings, but there's a finer one here. Can you see something finer than the rest of the things? I'm the thing, he's the next thing, but there's a final one here. Do you understand? So please, tell us your name. Tell us about you. We want to get to know you.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay,
Good.
Great. My name is Patty the strategist. I'm a marketing and sales strategist, okay. And I like to say that I'm a badass marketing strategist.
Yes.
So yes.
I love it.
Yeah, that's me. I help businesses scale. That's basically what I do. So if you're looking to grow your business and you're not following me on Instagram, then I don't know what you're doing with your time on the internet.
Nice.
So that's a brief intro about me.
Pressure. So from the finest, let's move to the finer.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is John Asogonde. I'm a writer.
Okay.
I'm a self-published author
Okay.
with one book out and another one upcoming in a couple of weeks. I'm also an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I currently run the first non-alcoholic bar in Accra.
Oh,
Matter of fact, in Africa,
yeah.
Eden Bar. Yeah, so I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a writer, and I do a lot of things in between.
You do a lot of things. Once you bring the money.
Not just the money, but purposeful, but anything that my hands can do or anything I feel
That will create value.
that can create value.
And achieve purpose.
Exactly.
I see that.
That's what I do.
Please put your hands together for them. I'm having a good time already. So I'm sure the next thing on your mind is, how did they get to where they are now? Is that correct? You want to know how they got to where they are, so I will start with you.
Okay. I've been in marketing for close to 8 years. So I started working in marketing as an intern in a marketing agency in level 300. I went to Ghana Telecom University.
Okay.
And so right after school, my boss just pulled me in. She's like, "You are not going anywhere." So right after school, I did my national service there, and I worked there for about 3 years. And then I transitioned into working with small businesses. So I've been working with small business for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been a journey because what I do now in, let's say 3 years ago, was not something a lot of people were doing. For you to leave your corporate job that gives you security every month, you know that every month there's salary coming, and you're saying that I'm quitting and I'm going to start a journey that you don't know if it's going to work or not. But I took the step because I saw a gap. I saw a gap in the Ghanaian market. Everybody who, or most of the people who were providing services or marketing consultation services were providing it to the big brands. But there was nobody catering for the small businesses. And I believe that the small businesses are the future of our economy now.
Right.
They have the ideas, they have the resources. What they lack is the knowledge to push their brands. I always say that the difference between that multinational brand and your business is the money available to you. But the principles are the same, the effort you have to put in, you have to apply the principles to see the results. So yeah, that's how I got where I am now.
Sounds exciting. Lest I forget, friends, we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I didn't hear that. What are you going to do? Excellent. Share the link. So we're streaming live on my MTN app Pulse section. So if you've downloaded the app already, those of you who are watching, you can encourage your family and friends to download my MTN Pulse section, the app, and then you can get to enjoy it. We're also streaming on MTN Ghana and Ahasper's Facebook as well as YouTube channel. I can see some of you are sharing the link. That's good. That's 2 shots for you. Those of you who are not sharing the link, what are you waiting for? Please do well to do that. Well, I come to you, sir, to find out from you how you've got here. Tell us about your journey.
Okay, so for me, like I mentioned, I'm a writer.
Right.
And I've been writing since I was a kid. Essays, school competitions, all of that.
Right.
I didn't really think I was going to pursue a writing career until 2018, when I had a story to tell and decided to write about it. But that aside, which we'll come back to later, I've also been very, very involved in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
It's an industry that I've had a lot of passion for growing up. So in university, I took up an intern job at Foresight TV.
Okay.
And then over there, I was just an intern doing social media, doing marketing. And then after school, I got employment with Black Avenue group of companies.
Okay.
And so I became a business manager at the record label. I was managing some artists, and then we set up a nightclub in Cantonments, and I was involved in all of that. So I'm saying that because it links to Eden Bar. And working in the entertainment industry for over 5-6 years, at a point I realized that everything in Accra revolved around alcohol. If a young person or anybody wants to go out and just have a good time, socialize, network, it's like alcohol was right there in
So
your
Bolo
face.
is not there, my brother.
At all. Even if you go to the bar and you ask the barman
Only
for,
Kpetashi.
trust me, Akpeteshi.
My
So I
brother,
thought, why?
it's hard for us.
Very hard, very hard. And at that point, I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
And so I wanted a space like that for young people to still be able to network without those pressures.
Right.
And so if it's not out there, then I'll do it myself. And so that's how the idea came up.
Wow.
And then, yeah, after about 2 years, we brought it to life.
Wow, that's impressive. I like that. So how have you used digital spaces, right? Do you have digital presence? How critical is it? How pivotal was it for you in your entrepreneurial journey?
Right. So when I quit my job in 2020, this was early 2020, February, and my plan was to go and start a fashion brand. What I'm doing now was something I told myself, oh, I'll do it in the future. So In March, COVID hits, there's the lockdown.
Yeah.
And if you know, you can't buy clothes. Where are you going? No weddings, all of that.
True.
So
By the way,
I'm
you
like,
have a lovely outfit there.
thank you.
Nice.
So I had to pivot.
Right.
So then I went back to my lecture notes and then everything I studied in school, because I studied marketing in school,
Right.
and putting it side by side what I had learned in the agency and working with the multinational brands, it made a lot of sense. Because when I was in school, I was learning to pass.
Right.
So don't just learn to pass, please. I was learning to pass, but now I could see the reality in the principles, right? So I'm like, I see a lot of businesses I engage with on Instagram who lack this knowledge.
Okay.
So why don't I start sharing? So my entire business is built online. I do not have a physical office for the last 3 years. I've not rented an office space. When I do have to have a physical session, we find a venue for it. But I would say that my life revolves around the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't have an office?
No.
It means you don't pay property rates.
No. But I do pay all the other taxes.
You pay the others.
Yeah.
But I get it. So it means you don't need to have a physical space, brick and mortar, to run anything.
Nope.
Wow.
Half of the businesses I work with run solely on Instagram.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Friends, I'm excited to let you know that we have another really, really fine one of the elements joining us on the panel. Look, let me allow her to mention her name and introduce herself to us. You're welcome.
Thank you, Caleb.
Great. Good to see you.
I'm glad you asked me to mention my name.
Yes, because I would have done something to it.
Yesterday, by this time, I was on Legon campus, and the MC said, "Let's welcome Janice Tago." And I said, "Please don't do that.
Tago?
Don't do that." Yeah.
It's not Tego.
It's Tago.
It's not hard to say.
I
As for this one day, I would have gotten it.
Right. So my name is Janice Tago.
Right.
I think it's Janice Nade Tago, but I like to go with the first and last name.
That's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
So before you came, we were asking your colleagues here on the panel how they got to do what they do. So please tell us what you do and how you got to do what you're doing now.
Wow. Okay. So I'm a digital marketer, a public speaker, and an entrepreneur. I do a few other things. I run an events and staffing company, and then I run my digital agency. With what I do and how I started, it's a long one. I love to make money.
Oh, pesca.
Me pesca.
Because the way you're even talking
like
tells,
it.
it's can't pay the day.
I love money. So I always try to do anything I can do to make money. That's how it started. Legal things. Right from the university, my mommy could tell. I was learning makeup on YouTube, trying to do for matriculants. I was selling ice cream cake, but I branded it. It was called Corn Smoothie.
Hey,
Yeah.
corn smoothie.
Yeah.
Ice cake bar for the no. Corn smoothie. You heard that?
I was
first
selling
here.
to my colleagues, and they loved it.
Right.
It got to a point, that's where media started. I started presenting campus vibes.
Okay.
Then ushering also came in, but something
You were
happened.
ushering?
Yeah, I was ushering.
For money.
Yeah, for money.
Right.
And then my last gig was with Vivo Energy at Movenpick. And the agency that recruited me did something, and it was so bad. I was angry. I went back and I said, I'm going back to set up my own agency and do it the right way. And that's how come Ashaford came about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please, round of applause. So then, do you use digital spaces? Are you present on digital spaces, and how pivotal has it been for you in your entrepreneurial journey?
I'm so glad to have been in this e-world in my prime. Because as Patty said, I don't have an office.
What's your sir?
I don't have an office.
Accra rent board.
It's too much. I live with my parents, and if my daddy can gracefully give me a room to use as your home office, what is an office space for?
Right.
So I do everything right from then. I'm here on Vodafone Wi-Fi, and I'm good. Exactly.
No, switch to the yellow family is better.
I should switch the yellow
We'll take
family.
better care of you.
I will.
Why you're at? Salvation is here.
Never.
Look sharp.
Never. Aye.
All right. So, For those of you who are big on the digital online spaces,
Yeah.
how did COVID disrupt your business?
For me, COVID was a blessing,
Oh, it was?
not a disruptor. Yeah.
Did you hear that? She says COVID was a blessing. That was a pandemic.
Yes.
How can that be a
Unfortunately,
blessing?
Yes. So you always have to look at the silver lining in situations, because when the world shuts down, I was able to sit at home and create content. So there was a period where I was going to actually launch my brand, Petty the Strategist, prematurely because I was in a hurry to make money. I had quit my job. I don't
Now
have
we'll
a salary.
pray.
May pray.
So,
So that's point number one. Don't be in a hurry to launch things just because you need money. My phone mysteriously got stolen, and I would say that was God.
was that a circle?
No. In my neighborhood. And so that was the 3 months of my life that I called the incubation period, because that was the time I went back to my lecture notes. I went to study marketing with a fresher perspective of sharing and implementing for people to see results. So that 3 months, I used it to batch create content. So I went offline in April. I came back in July. And when I came back online, one of my friends was like, so all you needed was a phone? Because every single day since I came online, I was putting out content. So that 3 months of dryness was time for me to build enough content for me to just be pushing out for people to get their attention that, there's somebody out here that is sharing tips, strategies for us to grow our businesses, and when we implement it, it's working. So that's why I say that COVID for me was not a case, unfortunately, and sorry to everybody that COVID affected negatively, but for me, it was a good thing for my
You have to
my
pay
brand.
that to the rest of us who are affected. So yeah, how about you? Because then I'm hearing 2 stories, online based. Yours, you also use a lot of online, but you have a physical space
We do.
where you have the Eden bar.
Yeah.
So how did COVID affect things?
Yeah, luckily when COVID hit, Edinburgh was not operational yet.
Or wasn't?
So I can't speak to COVID impacting us directly.
Right.
But I sympathize with what she's saying, because I think COVID is a blessing in a way. It helped people move online. People started to realize that there are a lot of meetings you don't need to go physically. There are a lot of businesses you don't need to deal with in the physical sense. You could just go online and access anything you wanted. You could go online and have a virtual meeting to discuss whatever you wanted, and that's how Zoom even became as big as it is. So COVID really shifted the economy from being fully physical to a more online and e-commerce nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you all use this online business, tell me the trends and the opportunities therein. And let's get down to the tools you use to create the sort of content you create online. So someone says, okay, I need to get the latest version of the most sophisticated mobile gadgets to start this. So if I have something really basic, I cannot do anything. You know, what are the trends? What tools are you using? What are you seeing?
So when it comes to phones, fine, you need to get a good phone, for real. Because Patty creating her content, I don't think if she were to be using any phone that doesn't have a good camera, good lighting and all of that. So you need to get good gadgets to use. When it comes to your software as well, you need to be updated with the right softwares to use for your editing as well. With the way my graphic designers were frustrating me and all of that, I started learning how to do designing myself. So I have some graphics I do myself. I'm on Canva Premium. I'm able to do everything myself. So you realize that if you are not savvy enough to be researching to know what's on, what can be used and all of that, you miss out unless you see people using it and then you hop on as well. So, yeah.
I see. What about you? What tools are you engaging in? What tools do you use the most?
Yeah. So luckily for me, I also have graphic design background. I actually have another company that does full branding, graphic design, website design. And so technology has been my playground. I use Photoshop, I use Canva, and then on social media, what helps Eden by a lot is Twitter. You know, Twitter is an opinion opinion-based
Twitter.
site. Yeah,
That
Twitter.
street, is it safe?
It's a dangerous street, but you need to know how to maneuver
Twitter.
around. And so the negativities bring traction.
Yeah.
And so when people are thinking they're saying bad things about eating bar or they're trying to joke around, makes the story goes far and
I
people
see.
hear about it. And people
see.
go on our website and
To
try
look
to,
out for it.
because we can check the insights on the website to see where people are coming from.
Right.
And over 70% of our traction comes from Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, so it tells you that there's a lot of action going on
I see.
Twitter.
I spoke to a lady who is a interior designer. She started from school, obviously did national service, wasn't getting a job, but she was passionate about interior design, so she spent a lot of time learning online and decided to make some money out of it. Money wasn't coming, so she decided then to be creating content and be putting out there like how you did. And she tells me that, look, if you're creating content that educates people about a profession or a niche area, you get 0 reactions. Is that correct? Like, you think you have written sense on Facebook, nobody will even smile at you. Then you say, oh, Saturday you are going to wear big tees and sliders and cook at 2 a.m. That one you get a lot of reaction. How did you encounter such a thing? How did you navigate your way throughout?
So you have to pay attention to consumer behavior, right? We don't necessarily come to social media to be educated. That's not our primary reason.
Right.
When you are downloading Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you didn't download it to get lectures.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have to make sure that the content you are putting out fits into the kind of information or the kind of reason they are on the platform. So educate us, but in an entertaining way. So if you realize that your big T and sliders fly, then why don't you educate us in your big T and sliders? Do you understand? So when you're on social media, there are 3 key things. It's inspiring, educating, or entertaining.
Right.
When you merge these 3 very well, you have an audience. Secondly, what language are you speaking with us?
Okay.
You can't come and sit on Instagram and give us the jargons our lectures gave us that bored us in the lecture room. We'll scroll. So speak a language that connects with us. You need to understand the people you are speaking to's pain points. What do they want to achieve? Or what can life look like for them if they implement the things that you are teaching them? And that's how you get them.
Patty the strategist.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Janice, what about you? Have you also seen that thing that when young people try to get attention for the good causes they are pursuing or the businesses they've started, they often do not get as much traction, and then therefore, they get easily dissuaded, or then they fall for following the trends. Did you encounter any such thing? How did you go around it?
Yeah, I did. But for me and what I do, I need you to consume what I'm giving you. Yeah, because I'm there to teach you something. I'm there to share my knowledge with you, what I've learned with you. So social media followers are like that. When you start, they're not going to pick it up. So you find a way to get them. I had this nugget stuff I was sharing on Instagram. I realized when I post that, it's like less than 50 likes.
Oh, bien few.
But when I put my picture on there,
Fine
when you
girl.
even put a flyer of an event there, it's
Nobody
like they're
will
not
mind you.
interested. I'm like, no, I'll keep doing it. And one time, I would say a sensible quote I placed there had over 1,000 likes.
Ish.
And I'm like, okay, you're now
Shakespeare.
coming into my space.
Just a hit.
Right. So what I also had to do to my account was, I don't advise anybody to do it. I deactivated my Instagram account.
Okay.
I wanted to start all my analytics and everything right from 0, fine-tune it to the kind of audience I have now.
Okay.
So I think as of last year, nobody knew that when I post, I have just about 200 likes or 300 likes. And I bless Instagram. They brought the hide likes feature. So I could just post it and hide my likes, you won't see it.
Ah.
Right. But it has really helped me.
So what, people judge the quality of what you offer based on the likes you get?
Yeah, this is what
Is that
some
it?
of them do. Yeah. Yeah.
So if more people don't like it, then it's not sensible?
That is what you think. So for me, that is what I did. And my profile, everything is working now. I had to run away from Instagram for some time and move to LinkedIn. I came back and everything is okay. There's balance. So I'm good.
So I personally, when it comes to e-commerce, I like to touch what I'm buying. I like to feel it. I like to be comfortable in it before I pay for it. Because some of us, the way God made us, we don't get our size on the markets. Do you understand? It's either too short or too big. But then, for those who do buying online, I do realize that sometimes they are told to pay on delivery or something like that. Is that what you see? So you pay and they're supposed to bring it to you. But sometimes you make the payment, you call the lady who was speaking so nicely to you, and she has actually blocked you. Anyone experienced that before? Oh, let me see your hand if you've ever experienced that. Oh, Enyamwabre, sorry. So how do you build trust doing business online? Let me start with you, sir.
Yeah, it's all about personalization. You should be able to personalize your business to gain trust, because once it seems robotic, nobody even wants to engage with you in the beginning. And so you need to have a human factor to it. And so if, for instance, you're selling things on Instagram, there's no harm in putting yourself out there, showing your face for people to understand that there's an actual human being behind the business, and it's not just, robots working. And also reviews. One thing that helps with, especially Instagram businesses, are when you have a lot of reviews that shows people engaging in your services in the past and being satisfied with your service that you provided. Some of those things can really ease down the risk factor involved. But yeah, I don't think it should deter you from purchasing things online. You, the buyer, also needs to do your research. When you're going to buy anything on a website or a platform, you need to go through and ensure that this is something you can trust. And you can do that by looking at their previous posts, following the trends to see even if it's a new page. Because Instagram, some people just create pages for like 2-3 weeks, and then they start selling. But you don't buy things from a page that just set up 2 weeks ago. Okay. You should be able to see that this page has been in existence for maybe 48 weeks, or 50 weeks, or even a year. I see. Then you can build trust.
Such as if you just started your Instagram there, you can't hope to make any money of that.
Yeah, that's a challenge to the new people as well.
Patty, you are the strategist here. Yeah. So if I'm going to create an Instagram account to push my business and I'm new, how do I harness that space to make a sale and get people to be confident in me? What strategies will you share with us?
So the first thing I would say is that before you come online, make sure that you've done some groundwork offline. Okay. Right? So John mentioned reviews. So you have friends, you have family. Let them test the product. Let them go through the process. Let them use whatever service or products that you have so that you have a bank of reviews sitting there for you.
In other words, you need to get foot soldiers.
Foot soldiers, that's the first thing. Because like he said, because of how people are being scammed on Instagram these days, it's easy for somebody to see a new account and say that, nope, I'm not going to buy from you because I don't know, you are even saying that it's an online shop, you want me to do payments before you deliver, let me just shy away from that. So having reviews, having real people validate you is one of the key things. Another thing is that please don't look at what other people are doing and let it affect you. They were on the streets before you came. So they definitely have some experience. Identify that you're a baby. You can't compare a baby that is crawling to somebody who is walking. That your mates are walking, why are you not walking? You can't do that. So don't compare yourself to what the big brands are achieving and their likes and their followers and all of those things. Yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody and she said her growth metric is the money in her bank account, not her Instagram followers. And I think it's a very good mindset to have, because if you follow Instagram, Instagram will stress you out, right? So make sure that you are showing us the things that you are offering to us in the best way possible. So pictures, videos. If it's a service that you are rendering, turn on your camera and speak to us about it. Tell us the benefits we are going to get from the product. Your bio your profile picture, the information you put in your bio, the highlights. I call that your billboard.
Okay.
Once I slide or I see a sponsored ad, or maybe Janice gives you a shout out and I say, oh, let me check this profile out. That's the first thing I see, your profile picture, that information there, and the highlights. A lot of people pick or they make a decision from that point.
Right.
So communicate the value you are offering to the market in that space. Do you want us to come to your WhatsApp to order? Put the link there, right? It is basically making life easier for people. People shop online for convenience purposes, apart from the products that you are offering. So ensure that your Instagram is also offering that convenience. There's something businesses do. Somebody, maybe they'll put the price in the caption and the person will come and ask, the energy you used to say, I've written it in the caption.
Yeah.
Use that energy to repeat the price, right?
No, but that's dicey, right? Because also, besides the annoying attitude of some clients, some can be very intransigent. So you put out the price for something you're selling online, and another person will say, "Adieu way, adieu way." Maybe 50 Ghana cedi.
Yeah.
And then they are just about mouthing what you're doing and giving people. And usually those comments will like gather campaigners and a lot of followers around that end, and they are just running down your business online.
Yeah.
So when it comes to putting out the prices for your products or services online, what do you advise? I'll come to you all for your comments because of just how important this is.
Okay, so it's not every business that needs to put their prices out there. There are some services, like if maybe I need this dress made for me and it's custom made, the designer may not be able to give you a fixed price because it's dependent on so many other things.
Right.
But for product businesses or for services that you know that it is not dependent on, or the final price is not dependent on so many other things, please put it there.
Okay.
Reason being that price is a key factor in the decision-making process for consumers. The Ghanaian market is a price-sensitive market. So they need to know that, okay, I can afford it. Because once you don't put the price, first of all, some of them are shy to enter your DM. Because when they enter your DM and they will say, I'll get back to you. 2 days later, you go and sub them in your reel that the lady who says she will get back to me.
I'm waiting for you.
You know? Or people will ask somebody can say, you've exhausted your how much, which means that you've sent too many, how much? Do you get it? So consumers a lot of times shy away from entering your DM to make the inquiry. Right. Secondly, when you put your price, anybody that enters your DM, you know it's a qualified lead. Because it's very annoying to answer a ton of questions and the person says, okay, I'll get back to you. And they don't get back to you. Because now they've realized that maybe it doesn't align with what I want now, or the price is not in my budget, so they move away. So anybody who enters your DM, when they see the price, you know that at least there's a certain level of qualification. Interest. And then you can convert them from there. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Patty the strategist.
Yes.
Janice, Tego, what do you do when it comes to putting out your prices? Since you are a service, how do you go about it? Show us the way.
Okay, to add something to what Patty said, maybe because I'm very much interested in positioning, I think brands should do well to give out a good product or service to start with. Because we start from somewhere. I call you, okay, you have it delivered, I have the product, I open it and it's whack. I'm definitely not coming back. So it doesn't matter. This might be a hack trick, but if I'm starting a petty business and I want to move, I can gather my friends, 10 of you, write reviews, send it to my WhatsApp, screenshot, change your names. Is it not a review? Isn't it? So there are so many things to hack. You understand me? But the most important thing is the final product, when it gets to the consumer, is the quality. Because that's the only point you can decide if you're going back to the brand or not. Right? So yes. And then also with what she said about the pricing too, yes, it's very stressful. Some people don't put the price there. What you are selling is like just 70 cedis or 100 cedis. They don't put the price there. Put it there, my dear. At least some of us can afford it.
Okay.
We will buy.
We'll do our
There are some of them to custom made and all of that. We can't put it there. Some of the services too are tailor made to suit your budget and the project and all of that. So some of us can put the price there and all that. But even with that, when you come into my DM, sometimes we try to offer a bit of free service. Let's say we do some custom rules for brands. You come, okay, I can do the first 2 for you. Just look at it, see how it moves for free. Okay. If you're okay, then I have another package for you as well. If you want to go with it, we are good. We are great. I mean, it kind of attracts. Ghanaians like free stuff though, but they like quality stuff as well. If it's bad, they will drag you.
That's true.
They'll really drag you.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, there is the part of, these two are into services. For those who are into products, sometimes you package the thing well, it's a good quality product, but the delivery guy, by the time you get to Begbese with the pizza, no, na pizza na amwasa atadi aye chimno, you understand? And then your client will give you a very bad review.
Yeah.
But, you know, and the delivery guy also perhaps came sweaty, and he's delivering food, and he rode on potholes. The pizza was jumping in the thing. Yo, man, how do you deal with their delivery guys? Because I've read a lot of people online say that, look, delivery guys wreck their businesses.
True. I'll touch a bit on the pricing factor because the thing you mentioned about putting a price out there and then people come and say, hey, this thing is 20 cedis.
Yes,
we had the same experience with Eden Bar. We put some of our prices of our cocktails on Twitter. And then people started, oh, the alcohol serve how much? We non-alcoholic drink be 80 Ghana, be 60 Ghana. As if alcohol is supposed to be expensive. Alcohol is killing you. So why should alcohol rather be expensive?
Yeah.
The non-alcoholic drinks we provide are good for your health.
Yeah.
They are still sophisticated like the alcoholic counterparts. They
are
not
homemade.
Just homemade. They have rich ingredients. They're not just maybe soda or all these sugary things. These are really good drinks for your health and also gives you that entertainment you need. You know, but people didn't get it. And we insisted on putting the prices there because we wanted to create an image. We wanted to position our brand in a certain way that you know this is what they are offering. And so if it's 50 cedis per cocktail, before you step to Eden Bar, if you are coming with your girlfriend, you're coming with a friend, you know you can budget 150 and be okay.
You can spread her well.
Exactly. So we intentionally put that out there. But coming to your question about deliveries, as a business, right from when the person orders until the product gets into the person's hand, you have to ensure that that responsibility is on you. You don't say because you are going to give it to a third-party delivery, you don't care how it's going to go. And so there's this cake maker online. She insists that she will not use a motorbike to deliver your order. She will only use an Uber or a Yango or a ride-hailing app that uses vehicles instead of motorbikes.
Because by the time the motorbike jumps the red lights,
you get it.
So
if you, the client, insist that you want a motorbike, then that responsibility is transferred to you. So that's some of the things you can do. You can ensure if you know the service you're providing, the product you're providing is easily breakable or can easily mess around, then you ensure to find a suitable method of delivery, just to ensure that your brand is still key, and then you are carrying that responsibility to make life easier for your clients.
Guys, do your clients like to pay for delivery or they want you to pay for them? Say again. It's such a very awkward thing that my friends who run their businesses have with their clients, where I mean, you've ordered for something, I've made it for you. It's your responsibility in the first place to come pick it up. If you had walked into the shop, you would have spent on your transportation to go get it. But as I've made it for you, you have this entitlement mentality that I should pay for you. I mean, if I'm a startup and I'm just starting out, I may not have that. Do you suggest that I should add delivery to my prices or I should explain things to people, such intransigent clients? No. How do you deal with them, Patty, the strategist?
The first thing is that you can't please everybody, right? So if factoring that in your cost is going to break down your business, then please stay away from it. And position your marketing to the people who have already caught on to the fact that we are in the we are an e-world, as Janice said, and you have to pay for the convenience, honestly.
Yeah.
So please, any customer that will stress you about delivery, unfortunately,
So you should cut them
they
off.
gotta go. They gotta go.
Janice,
Right.
your take on this?
I think I've told a few friends this before. I've asked them to add delivery prices to the cost. It depends.
Okay.
Let's take something like frozen foods.
Yes.
If you have to order in bulk or something, I have to bring it to you. Okay. I think I might want to add a delivery fee to it and tell you, oh, delivery is free. Okay. It's on me. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I will get the money out of it.
Hey,
Do you
I like
understand?
it.
Because some clients are controversial.
Yeah.
They can disturb. I have a friend who bakes cakes. And they ordered, and where you are is so far. She said, Madam, delivery back, coming to you and back is 180. Hey, me, I have 100 cedis, so. And I'm like, but tell her you're not the one driving. Now, fuel is high, right?
Very, very.
Yes, so it's not you. Tell her. She said, Madam, please, I have 100 cedis. Do you understand? So someone like that, I told her, if you do something, your cake prices, see if you can add a little to it for delivery. If you can tell them, you can do jurisdiction, right? Demarcations, maybe within East Legon, within here, within Accra, it's free for you. But you know you're still getting your delivery fee. But if your service is such that you can't add to it, fine. Do well to talk to your people. And I'm sure some people are understanding.
Right. John, you want to have a bite on that?
Yes, I think communication is key in matters like this. You should be able to set out if you're going to charge a delivery fee after purchase. You don't wait till the person buys a thing and tell them they have to pay for delivery. Okay. So if you have those things clearly laid out, it can cut you the stress. But also there are some ways you can handle it, especially for food businesses these days, because we have we have delivery solutions like Bolt, Glovo. You can actually partner with them, and then they carry the whole burden of deliveries, and their prices are also very competitive because they have a larger base of riders, and so they can cut it down to say like 3 cedis for a delivery that would cost 20 cedis if you are using a single rider or something like that. So you can explore all these options, because at the end of the day, your client has to be satisfied. Customer satisfaction is key. So whichever way you can ensure to gain that is what you need to do.
Customer satisfaction is key, guys. This is the 6th edition of the MTN Pulse JSB series. My name is Caleb Kuda. We are hanging out with our friends, Patty the strategist, John, who is the CEO of Eden Bar, and then, of course, Janice Tego, brand and digital strategy coach, and she's the CEO of Usher Forts. And we are looking at the future of e-commerce. We are talking about trends and opportunities. So far, we've learned a lot from the experiences, the tools they use, the opportunities, the trends, and some of the pitfalls we should be looking out for. We'll be delving into that when I return from this part. But for those of you who are watching us virtually, we really appreciate you. Some of us are joining us across the continent. It's really heartwarming to have you. If you have any questions, you can share them in the virtual spaces available. I'll do well to ask our wonderful panelists who are calmly but gently, giving us the medication we need to keep our businesses going. I really love the vibe. And for you as well, our audience, you're just amazing. Please put your hands together for yourselves. I'm really having a swell time chattering this conversation as your host. Early on, some of the nuggets I picked, I'm sure you've written some notes as well. I'll be asking you, so I learned from you. But earlier, Patty, the strategist, asked us not to be in a hurry to make money. That was a very important point I noted. And for some of them, when they found that whatever they were looking for was non-existent, they decided to create it. That was John's story. He was looking for a place to hang out. Everywhere was alcoholic. He decided to create the Eden Bar, where you can get good drinks and nobody is, spitting in your face. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. And if you're not happy with the status quo, create it. Build a new one. That's an inspiring story I am getting from Janice Tego. Very, very insightful one there. And then if you find a gap in the marketing field, also fill it. Is that a good summary of what you've heard so far? Of course, there are so many details in terms of tools that you can be using and all of that. Now there's a new thing, guys. They call something, is it artificial intelligence? And these days, when we listen to the gurus talk on TV and radio, they say it will take our jobs until we learn to integrate them. Can we exist? Can our businesses, whatever we are trying to create, survive in the next 5 to 10 years if we decide to forget this AI thing? Patty, the strategist. What are you seeing when you look in the crystal ball?
I think AI is a very good tool for us as businesses if you make good use of it. Because there are so many things that you can do with AI. So instead of looking at it as a distraction and that it will steal your job, then why don't you make good use of it now before it steals your job? That's if it will steal your job. But I also don't think AI would take over completely because there are certain things that still need the human elements. There are some creative touches that the AI cannot give you. When you ask the AI for certain things, you would realize that for you to get the best output, you still have to tweak it, right? So there's still that element of, there's still that human element. Robots cannot take over the world completely. They still need us to be able to function.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, John?
Yeah, I think AI is here to stay, and they're definitely going to steal jobs, but we can still integrate ourselves in a way that we are relevant, you know, because they can never operate by themselves. They need a human factor to bring out results. But it's good because, you know, these days you can actually go to Google and search maybe belt. After that search, everywhere you go, belt is popping up. Yeah. Everywhere you go, belt is popping up. That's all AI. They're targeting, they're retargeting your search engines and
algorithms,
your internet behavior, cookies and all of that. So AI is very important. And if you're a business, you can actually tap into that to market your goods to people who are already in need of such things. Right. So you sell shoes, you go into Google AdSense, creates a platform that would redirect your ads to anybody who has gone on Google to search shoes in your vicinity. Right. You know, so AI is really good and it helps you grow faster than anything you can imagine.
Okay, Janice. So if I'm a young entrepreneur, and one of the issues that my young entrepreneurs have really is human resourcing, employment, recruitment, and even the behavior of their staff. Right. How can I integrate AI into my work, mindful that I do not have a lot of money, and some of these are free to some point. So how do we make the most out of AI in building our businesses that we dream of?
Okay, so fine. There are trainings you can put your staff on, the little stuff you have, or the small family you want to start with. I think you can put them on a training because for me, I was not using AI. I was not trying any of it. The whole ChatGPT, everything came, blah, blah, blah. But I had to sit down sometime and create content for a group of companies. And they have 3 companies under one. And I had to create a content plan for all the companies. I sat down, I was like, Janice, I can't do this.
Stress.
Yes.
Stress.
I was like, okay, why don't I try this whole AI thing? And you have to be specific. I just keyed in the details and it gave me a whole content plan. With ad copies, everything. Right. You had to just tweak it a little to suit weddings and all that. Yeah. But saved energy within less than 30 minutes. I could actually do everything. I'm like, wow, I'm stuck here. And I'm still using it for everything. Nice. AI has come to help us. I think when these things come, they can't solve all the problems. So you pick a part of it, what can help you, and go along with it. Most of these companies, I always say that we always sit, we don't search, we don't look for what's trending, we don't look for what's happening, how can I help myself, what tools can I use, what softwares can I use. So I believe these companies, even if you don't have all the personnel to use, you can always look out for these things. Sometimes subscribe for your staff. They have bundles and packages for a large team and all that. Subscribe for your staff, let them get on it, and you're good to go. I think it will be a better place for all of us.
So guys, guess what? I entered a shop in the UK sometime last week and wanted to buy a gadget. There was no attendant in the shop. There was a really big screen, and then you don't get to see the gadgets that you're looking for. They are all in a warehouse somewhere. So you key in what you want on the screen, you see the prices, then you put in your details, reference, whatever you want to buy. Then it tells you, it asks you whether you want to pay via card or whatever, cash. Then it prints the stuff for you. Then you go to the wherever, and then someone goes to pick it and brings it to you. So if you are in university, how many of you are in university right now? Oh, that's a good number. If you're in a university now and you're thinking of, you want to come out of school and do some of these regular things, the AI business is sweeping away all of these things that can be automated. So you really need to up your game and think about the services that you can create that will outcompete AI, that has a value on the market, and how you can actually integrate the whole AI stuff into the stuff that you are doing so that you can be competitive out there. Is that okay? Is that cool? Now, I know a lot of people also want to leave Ghana and move abroad. How many have that idea? London, a word, I will be a ban, America, Ghana. No, but it's really possible here. And one of the things I am very excited about the MTN JSB series is the fact that we get to hear from young people who are making it. You can see the language. They are speaking our language. They understand the tools, and they are talking to our reality. So it's not, pot belly, big men they always think that we are lazy, and they have this mindset about young people. But with this MTN Pulse JSB series, we have young people who are making it. Don't you see yourself in their shoes one day? It's very possible. So I really like it, and I'm hoping that someone is getting inspired. Someone is getting inspired? Oh, if you are, let me hear you say yes, huh? Yes. All right, and I'm sure you have some questions you've noted for them, yeah? So at some point, I'll let you come in with that question. But guys, welcome back. The part of the conversation I want to ask again was dealing with clients, right? For those who are into the business of creating, sometimes you are doing it all alone. The people who are coming out of university, if they are technical or vocational, they only know the theory. They are impatient, they don't want to learn. And then, so you are doing everything by yourself. You are teaching them, and they are so entitled. They want money, okay? And then the next thing is your clients online, some of them are so stubborn, and they are giving you stress. Is it a good thing after maybe a year for you to recruit someone who will handle your clients so that if you are a creative, then you decide I'm going to focus on making my products so that anything that gives me stress, someone else will handle it. Is it advisable, John?
Yes. So for an entrepreneur like myself, you need to know every aspect of the business. So for me, for instance, if you come to Eden Bar, I'm able to mix the cocktails. Okay. I'm able to wait the tables. I'm even able to do kitchen work. I do everything, electricals, because I immerse myself into
so we are plumber, carpenter,
mason,
receptionist.
You understand? And it's because you want to understand the job so well that when someone else is doing it, you don't need to micromanage anymore.
Right.
You can easily be at a distance and say it's been done well or it's not being done well.
Right.
So that's what I've done. But to be efficient, you need to delegate. And that's where the customer thing comes in. You can actually delegate that to somebody to handle customer relationships. But so far as you have a clear understanding of it, then you can be able to measure if it's being successful.
Okay. So from the outset, you need to know how to do everything.
Especially for an entrepreneur.
Especially for an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Then as you go, you can sit from the top and look at what is going wrong and correct it. Exactly. And also reward what is going on right. Exactly. That's an interesting perspective, because I spoke to an owner of a funeral home, and he says their business is a 4-generation thing, and as a funeral home owner, he can make a coffin. Okay, sorry, nobody's going to die now. He can make everything. Yeah. So it's important that you can do everything. Human resource now, I'm going to ask you, how do you recruit people you work with? I don't know if you've had to deal with that part in your journey so far. I reckon that is one of the big challenges that a lot of young startups have. Is that a problem you encounter? Okay. Oh, only one person, then I'll move on with this question. Is that across the board? Okay.
Right. So one thing I like to say is that your business will not hold if you don't have systems and structure.
Oh.
That's the first one. And I completely agree with the delegation bit. You can't criticize or you can't review what you don't know.
Right.
How do you do it? You don't know the right thing. So how do you tell the person, you know that this is not how I want it, but you also don't know how you want it.
Right.
So you need to be able to dabble in every bit of the business for you to be able to delegate.
Okay.
Now to human resource, you first need to know that this is the part of the business I do not enjoy, or this is the part of the business I want to delegate. Because you've done it before, you know the deliverables. That's the first thing. Okay. So before you hire anybody, you need to know the deliverables. What are they coming to do? What do you expect from them? What are the key performance indicators, right? If you don't do that, the person could be, you would say that, oh, I want you to go left, but how left do you want the person to go? The next thing is the process, right? How you find the people. So there are companies that do recruitment for companies.
Hold on. You see, when we are entrepreneurs, we are not recruiting, we are using our friends and our family people, our little cousins. Is that not it? Because we also think that we don't have the money to be paying them and all of that.
Okay.
So at what point do you feel that, okay, it's time for me to migrate from using familiar people, even friends, because sometimes then working with them, they tend to take the business for granted, and then you want to deal with serious professionals.
Yeah.
But the professionals, totally, what you need to pay them is more than the capital you need for your business. So how do you navigate that maze?
So if your business can afford it,
Right.
because you cannot be paying for something the business cannot afford, right? Your operational costs and all of that has to be factored before you bring somebody in. Now, if you still have to make use of friends and family at a cheaper cost, there's something which was going to take me to my next point. You need what we call SOPs, standard operating procedures. Because you can tell somebody, I want you to do A. You didn't say if it's capital A or small a. The person will go and do small
A with Asante Grab.
All of that detail. So because you've done it before, whilst you're doing it, document the process.
Okay.
So when somebody comes in, you do orientation. So that's what I was saying, that what the big companies do, it's not any different from what we need to do. The difference is the budget.
Yeah.
So a big company can do orientation where they will take you to Kempinski and a whole week they are feeding you, they are doing all the cute things. But that's a small business. You can still have your SOPs and you're orienting the person. This is our business. This is where we intend to go. This is how we have to treat our customers. This is how things have to be done.
These are our values, our proposition, purpose, mission.
Exactly. Even down to how to package an order. Right? All of those things that matter to you, you need to document it. I always say that if I come into your business today, let's say you are not well, God forbid, and I have to run your business for 1 week, you should be able to give me a document that does not require me to call you on the phone to ask questions.
Hey.
Yes.
Did you say hey? That's some mad detail there.
That's systems and structure. And for your business to be sustainable, you need that.
Okay. I like what you're saying. It's not easy to do. It's very tough. So where do we start from? How do we start doing that?
Documentation, first of all. Get now, all of us are digital babies. So at something as simple as your Google Docs, Google Documents, or whatever cloud-based, so that you don't lose it in your book or whatever.
Right.
And write it down. So how do I pack my order? First, pick this. Second, pick that. Pick the rubber bag from this wardrobe. Pick this, pick that. Note it down. So when you're not home and your mom has to package an order for you, you can tell your mom that, oh.
Just check this and follow it. Okay.
As simple as that.
Okay.
It will take time for you to refine it, for it to be that detailed. So every step of the way, you review the things that you've noted. Every new process you discover that makes the process simpler, you adjust it, and then as you are going, when people are coming in, you are taking them through it.
I really love this. Janice, how do you do it? You know,
it's not
process.
easy getting a good team to work with as an entrepreneur when you are starting. It's been one of my major problems. Because sometimes even the vision or the dream,
People don't get
they
it.
don't get it. Theirs is to just make money. Some people just want to be associated with you.
Yeah.
They're not there to guide you in anything you're doing. So in as much as we're talking about recruiting them, I'd also admonish recruits to also learn.
Okay.
I studied engineering, but this is me loving marketing and branding.
Right.
And when you see me learning at night, it's as if I'm preparing to write an IA. So they should learn.
Just say you are still learning.
Oh, I'm still learning. Because I've realized it's a field I love. Like, I want to be able to convince you and tell you why it should look good to be able to attract sales. You understand me? So they should also learn. And then with what John said, yes, you should be able to learn how to do all of it before you can delegate. Because I can do graphics, as my graphic designer, I'll check alignment, I'll check colors, empty spaces around it, I'll check font size.
Yeah, because sometimes
I'll check all of that.
The thing is not nice, but you
Do you
can't
understand?
explain.
You can't explain.
Yeah.
But once I know something about it, I'll even make your work easier.
Right.
I can't be
Even
saying,
in communicating my expectations to you,
it becomes
it's clearer.
very easy. You
Okay.
understand? So you should know how to do the job. If it's secretariatship, finance, management, leading a project, whatever it may be, you should be a jack in all of that before I can give to you to do it for me. And after I give it to you, I don't want, I'm the type that I don't want you coming back to me. Janice, okay, I've done this. Can I do it like this now? I even want you to do it and make a mistake. And you can learn from it. Then I tell you, okay, you try. That's not how to do it. You do it like that the next time. You understand me? So yes, you as an entrepreneur, make sure you have an upper hand over everything in every aspect. So when I work with people, sometimes they come to me and be like, Janice, you said I should do this, but you've done it. I've done it because you are delaying. And you're not ready to learn. So I've done it. Yes, so you learn how to do everything, have the experience, have all of that. And for me as a marketer, some roles are very delicate. As I stand here, there are certain clients I would not let my delegates go and handle.
Why?
No, because they can't go and convince the clients like I can.
Don't mess around.
I think they still have time to learn. It takes a process. It took time for me to learn, and I'm still even learning. Okay. So I can't give some clients to some delegates to go and handle. So for some businesses, yes, if it comes to packaging, helping you, sales, talking to people, that's fine. But when it comes to serious customer and client management, there's a level where you can now hand over to someone to take care of it.
Friends, I'm dovetailing the issues a bit. We are focusing on the future of e-commerce, the trends and opportunities, but I'm asking along other critical aspects of the business that is also very integral for you. So I hope that you get the kaleidoscope of the journey we are engaging so far. So now, John, one thing I see cutting across digital space to raise funds, right? Digital spaces to raise funds. And then the second thing is I have attended workshops where the organizers spend a lot of money to bring in resource persons who would cost a leg and an arm to hire just for them to come and mentor young people, and the young people always do not show up in their numbers. There are cases where the excuse that was given was that, oh, because we are from Accra, when we come, we will not get per diem. But those who are coming from the other regions will get money. So they won't give us lorry fare, but they will feed us, they will accommodate us into young core. But these are young entrepreneurs who are also complaining that Ghana yedin, scanning access to capital, and all those things. How important is it to have an attitude of continuous learning so that you can take advantage of all the resources that come literally free as young entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I think that hunger, every young person should have that hunger to learn and to improve themselves. Unfortunately, we live in a world where we are in a pool of so much information. Back in the day, if you wanted some information, put all the blame on them because the information is vast.
Yeah.
It's a large. So on the part of the organizers of such events, you need to make it really valuable. And I think that's what Just Be Serious has done by even choosing to have young entrepreneurs that can relate with them. That is a pull factor. And so the organizers need to tailor their events in such a way that it can really seem enticing to the attendants for them to come. And also you can leverage on technology, because right now I believe we have over 100 people also watching us online, and so those who are not able to come here in person can follow whatever you're doing here online. They don't need to be here in person. Those are ways you can improve. But bottom line, every young person needs to develop that hunger for information. You need to always a learner. She says when she's learning in the evening, you think she's preparing for an IA. She's not in school anymore, but she knows that with that information, she can make more money, or she can grow her business and improve whatever she's doing. You asked a question about raising funds online.
Yes.
Do you mean funds for like a capital? Or?
Yes. How does packaging yourself well, strategizing your communication, packaging your communication online help you attract investors, whether angel investors or people who would, want to.
Yeah, so the investment in your idea.
Story.
Then we have venture capitalists who invest in businesses that have traction. Maybe you've been operating for 2 or 3 years, and so you can show them your financials that you've already had, and then they can invest based on that projection. Then we have crowdfunding, which you can bring the online bits in. So you can use platforms like GoFundMe, or even now in Ghana we have the Chango app that you can use to crowdfund, but that also has to do with people believing in you and trusting you. And so you can have money coming from all directions.
Use digital spaces to, get access to funding. And also, I'd like you to touch on the hunger of young people when it comes to taking advantage of free events and the human resources that are exposed to them so that they can tap into that and create, more resources for their businesses.
Is my mic active? Okay.
Yes.
So for the funding, it's very crucial, first of all, that if you're spending your time on social media, then why don't you get other benefits apart from the entertainment and the laughter and all of that you get on TikTok? So now there's this trend that's happening where when you even apply for a job, they go and look for you on socials and see the value you're putting out. It's not just, previously it used to be, they want to see if you said anything and any contradicting views and all of that. But now, people are chosen for jobs because of their online presence, right? And that's the same way somebody who does not know you has money, right? I always say that your money is in somebody's pocket. But the person needs evidence or proof that the money they are going to give you is going to be worth their while. So your online presence, how you are showing what you intend to do, what your idea is, what you want to achieve with it, helps you attract the kind of people who want to help you. Right? Especially if you don't have people in your circle that can link you to these big men and women, right? To the second question, which is one of my favorite things, because just 2 weeks ago, I came back from Nigeria.
Right.
I went for a conference, and people are like, why do you get on a plane and go all the way to Nigeria? Follow no
Smart part to them that I can always learn from. So that is what I look at to watch my movies.
Right.
To read my books. I always want to be there. I want to educate myself, even if it's not in the classroom. So sometimes we need to make that sacrifice. Attend the events, network, talk to people. We are not always saying go and find a mentor who would need you to be cleaning his shoes and holding his bags. And I've never done that. But I always find myself connecting with people I can help in a way and also pick their brains.
Right.
So we need to find a way to do that. If you need to pay for an event to attend and go and get some knowledge or get some contacts, do that. And this event where I'm sitting right now is a perfect example of it. We'll talk about that backstage.
Solid.
That is how come I am sitting
Solid.
here today.
So we have our digital audiences as well. Like I asked you to kindly share the link to the streams. If you go on the Ahaspera Facebook page, we're streaming there. We're also streaming on MTN Pulse's YouTube channel, same with Ahaspera. So please do well to share with your friends. Put it on your status, your Facebook pages. Share them, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, so a lot more people can join us. Abdullah Abdul Halim says, let us not forget about a reliable internet network, which is key on the digital market. Abdullah Abdul Halim, I couldn't agree more with you. If you want to penetrate the e-commerce world as a startup, you really need reliable internet. And everyone here knows that if you want proper, reliable, correct internet, it is which one? Thank you very much. So you have your answers there. Kofi Doche says, party dropping gems. Kofi, thank you for sending your message. Ajuaba Bacha says, yeah, I'm getting inspired. Kennedy is talking about network. The network is strong. Please change your location. All right. Now, this conversation ends at 11:45. Thereafter, we will have a conversation. Someone will come and talk to us about cyber security because it's very, very important, especially for you, the women. It's important for all of us, but especially for you, the women, it's extremely what? Now, there are some public figures whose very huge social media presence pages have been hacked. And people have used them for all kinds of very nasty things. Meanwhile, they are very either religious people or business-minded people. So the cybersecurity conversation is extremely important, and I want you to stay and listen to that because it is critical to your journey as a young entrepreneur. Now, because we're going to end this at 11:45, I want to rope you into the conversation and take your questions for our fantastic panelists here, Patty the strategist, John, CEO of the Eden Bar, and then Janice Tego. Friends, please put your hands together for them. I have been truly educated and inspired from their stories and the nuggets they've been dropping since we started this conversation. And you too, you've been amazing. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you for coming. You've made it work. We appreciate MTN Pulse and Ahaspera for putting the MTN Pulse Just Be series together. This year, we're talking about the future of e-commerce. We're looking at trends and opportunities. Last year, we were here. How many were here? Let me see you by hand. Oh, lift your hands better. Okay. How many are coming for the first time? This is your first time here. Great. 2 years ago, we were at the Cleaver House. How many were there? Excellent. That's fine. You know, the interesting thing about the MTN Just Be series is that I'm always the biggest beneficiary because I get to ask the questions that matter to me. Hopefully, they matter to you too. Have my questions mattered to you? Yes. Good. And then on top of that, I learned so much. And the funny thing is, at every point, whatever we discuss is very crucial to my very personal, self. So I'm really grateful to MTN for always putting together this amazing stuff together with Ahaspera. Let's put our hands together for the organizers, for the amazing, amazing stuff they've been doing. And for you all agreeing to share your story and being an inspiration, thank you so very much. But we are not done. If you have questions, please shoot up your hands, and I would have a microphone passed to you, and I will take your questions. So let's do 5 questions in a row. We'll end this at 11:45. It's 11:28 now. If you have questions online as well, please, I'm willing to take them. So I see a hand here, I see another there, and I see one here. So 1, 2, and 3, then we'll take another 2, then we'll come for responses. So let's do it that way. Please mention your name. Let us know what you do briefly. No, I saw a lady. Give it to the lady. I'll come to you later, please. Thank you. Hello, lady.
Hi, my name is Judith, and thank you for the awesome presentation.
Juliet?
Judith.
Judith.
Yes. My question is to Patty.
Patty.
She talked about social media presence, and in this today's digital age, how relevant that is. I want to find out what are the practical ways one can build a solid social media presence. And you know, I have a business, and sometimes you post, but then they say follow the trends, follow the algorithm. You do everything, but you're still not getting clients. So help me figure that out. Thank you.
Thank you for...
Great. We'll take a series and then we'll come back. So I saw a hand here. Correct. There's a gentleman here. Please let him have it.
Good morning once again to all of you. Thank you very much for this series. I've really learned a lot. But
Name.
my name is Marcel Lugo.
Marcel.
Yeah, I just graduated with a master's degree from the University of Ghana.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You will get a job.
Okay, so...
Oh, you are creating your own?
Yeah, I'm creating my own.
Super. Please put for him.
I've realized that if you pick students from basic level, they think maths to be very difficult, right? And then also they realize, a lot of people think maths is just, let me learn a plain moving and all that. They don't see the real life applications of that. So I really want to start an educational firm that is focused on training people with mathematics background. And then I want people to really understand how important mathematics is to everyday life. People don't even know that the mobile phones they use is built on mathematics background and all that. The cars and all those things, and they have really have real life applications. So I was privileged to learn those stuff. But starting my organization, I heard Patty saying something. She was like, don't be in a hurry to make money.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused about something because balance,
yes.
they tell you, okay, don't wait, there's no right time to start. And they also tell you, don't be in a rush to start. So I want to really know the balance, when to really start, like that balance.
As for the starting, start now, but don't expect money now. I think that's the crux of what you said. So don't be in a hurry to make money, but definitely start now, put in the hard work. Do you get it?
Okay, I get it now.
So
Thank you very much. Yes, I think it's better now.
Since you know me so well, how come I didn't meet you early in life? Oh,
okay.
I would have represented my school in the NSMQ. I saw a hand over here. I want to take one there.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Joshua Ban.
Joshua?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm just being like MTN just being.
Super.
Yeah, so I have 5 questions.
Hey! Are they?
And one is like for each of them, and maybe the rest too can.
Do I get some? No.
If you want.
Please.
But it's not much, so you can answer. So one is about making money online. I think, was it Janice mentioned that she just wanted to make money.
Yes.
So like, right from our youth, we are taught that it's not about money.
Yes.
It should be about vision
and purpose
and then doing this and doing that. But according to what she was saying, she was just doing anything she could. Legal to make money.
Yes.
So I'm asking, should we focus on doing what we can to make money, or we should sit back, look at the kind of vision, the kind of strategy we have, and then focus on only one thing? Because that's really confusing.
I like it.
Personally.
Question number 2.
Yes. And then 2.
Make it 3 for me, okay?
Okay. Yeah. And 2, it's about handling the stress of social media.
It's true.
Because as people who are online, every day you have to be posting content online. You don't interact personally with a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was a time I was trying to do this social media thing, and I was posting almost every day, and I saw that it was taking a toll on me. There was a lot of pressure. So this is to John, because on Twitter, people can bully you and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you address them? How do you tackle them personally, on one-on-one? And then the last one is about Ghana's AI contribution. We always speak about AI in Ghana, but I don't see what Ghanaians are doing on AI. like we are just at the end side or at the end service of it. So how do we
Joshua, so that one, what are you also doing?
Yeah, that's why we are all here.
Is the question for Akufo-Addo or is for me?
It's for all of us. It's for all of us. Because when people see, let's say, a car like Benz
Yes.
passing by, everyone wants to own Benz. But I'm thinking, how do I make Benz? How do we as Ghanaians participate in this global economy that we are talking about?
Thank you, Joshua.
And then the last thing, that's for Ahaspora, is because we are in Ahaspora.
Okay.
You know, brilliant Ghanaians are fleeing the country.
Oh, Charlie.
I think that's the reason why technically we are not where we are, because those who want to be there get out of the country because there are no opportunities.
Oh, but these are there and they are here.
Yes.
I got you, man.
Yes.
I got you.
So as the Ahaspora network, how do we attract these people back?
That's
to this
why
place?
they are
And what do we
organizing
do?
this.
Thank you very much. You've already answered the question.
I've answered you, you know. Thank you. So I think because Joshua gave us a double barrel, I'll come to you all for your answers. Patty, social media presence, how do you build a very strong one? That's coming from Judith. So let's answer that first.
Okay, so thank you, Judith, for the question. So the first one I'll tackle is the business bit. To build a business that thrives on social media, the very first thing I would say, I think which I've touched on, is that don't focus on the metrics. Don't focus on the Instagram metrics because they change by, it's like, I always say that Instagram is bipolar because on certain days your content will do so well, other days it's not doing well. But what is very important, what I say to myself is, if at least one person takes action outside of social media. So if I post a video and I know that at least somebody laughed but didn't comment the laughter emoji, your job is done. Do you get my point? So don't look at the metrics, because sometimes people do take action. People would see your content, they will pause and think. But the fact that they didn't write that in the comment section does not mean that you are not doing a good job, right? So please put that in mind. For your business to do well, you need to understand your customer.
Okay.
This is a whole master class on its own, but I'll try and summarize it for you. Understand your customer. Understand how they think. Understand what drives them to do what they do. Understand why they need you. So there are 3 levels of needs, right? I hope I don't exhaust the time. There are 3 levels of needs. There's the functional need, which is, if I'm going to get this water, it's because I'm thirsty, right? But there are 2 other layers, which is the emotional need and then the social need. Now, people buy water for other reasons, not just because they are thirsty. They will choose a particular brand or a particular look of a bottle because when they have it in town, they look a certain way.
All right.
That's a social need. Emotional need is somebody wants to lose weight, not because she wants to lose weight, but there's this auntie that when she goes for her family gathering, she's always talking about her weight. So there are different things that are driving the decision making for people online. What your job as a brand is to make the customers feel seen. They should feel like you understand them. You are not just there to sell to them. It's very important. So balance your content such that it's not just every day selling. There are 2 types of selling. There's soft selling and there's hard selling. Hard selling is iPad available, 2,000 CDs, DM to buy, right? The delivery available, you know. And then the soft selling, which maybe I'll do a video that I'm coming for this event, and I'm using my iPad. It's convenient for me, and then I'll tell you the benefits of using the iPad and how convenient it is. That's soft selling.
So these days, there are some pages on Instagram that men go there a lot, but they sell women things. That one is soft selling.
It's soft selling.
You understand what I'm saying? Oh, do you understand? Why people pretend I'm the only one who goes there?
That's soft selling. So you need to do a healthy balance of both because, like I said, people do not come on social media with a primary reason to buy, right? They want to ease off their stress. They want to, gain information and all of that. So please think about it from that perspective. Judith, for you to build your social media presence, just by you standing up and speaking There's one thing I think you should create content around or build your brand around, which is your style. Because you have a very nice style. I love your look. The entire look is, you know,
Judith, please
very,
give us a wave. Give us
No, she should get up so that we see her. You know, she has a very lovely style, you know, such a beautiful lady, right?
Please, the guys, when you finish, take the number.
So,
support her e-commerce business.
for you to build a very good online presence as a personal brand, you need to have a niche, right? What should we know you for? That's what you start with. As you are growing along the line, you can add all the other things.
Thank you.
But for your beginning stage, let's know you for something. There's a lot to you. Like everybody in this room, there's a lot to you that you can share. There are things that you take for granted. You're like, oh, everybody knows this. But I can tell you for a fact that there's something you know that I don't know that you can educate me about.
Right.
And that is how you build authority in a space. That's how you build authority online. Share the things that you know. After you've come for this event and you go online, share with us the key things you've learned and put your opinion. Back it with your opinion.
Right.
And that's how you grow your online presence.
I love that. Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. Amazing stuff. So there was a story about making money online where the focus should be. Janice, I believe that went for you.
Right. So there's a vision, there's the purpose. We all have that. I have my end goal. My end goal is not marketing. I have that end goal on paper. But before I can get there, I need that money you're talking about to guide me through. So how do I make? Currently, there's seller. And then of all the things I study, I try to put some nuggets down, coin it into a book, and I sell it on seller. And people are buying because they didn't take time to study what I know that I have put in that book. I'm selling something, knowledge, something I have learned. All right? There are other stuff I have learned as well. I put together classes, I put together sessions. People come online, whether virtual, in person. They study. I help people with your branding, whether business, personal. They pay for that, time and all of that. It's selling. And how do I market that? I don't have a billboard in town. It's just via social media. So what I do is take my time to build the presence. When my numbers are going high, I'm so happy because when I'm doing my money calculation, each of them counts. You understand me?
I understand.
Thank you. So I take my time to build my social media presence because for me, that is my advert. That is my advert station. I have to advertise there, get my people there. I mean, why are they following me?
Okay.
They saw something, all
Makes
right?
sense.
So make use of it, and then
Thank
you
you,
can
Janice.
make money.
I'm going to direct this question to John because all through the conversation, you're this calm guy. How do you handle stress online, social media, mental health, bullying, all those things? You're just there to sell your business, but the street can be slippery, as we say. So how do you handle that and manage your time and screen time also?
Yeah, anticipation. I already anticipate what people might say. And so, for instance, the Twitter bullies he talked about, before I went to Twitter to talk about eating bar, I already knew people would be skeptical. People would say, why are you doing a non-alcoholic bar? It's crazy. But the thing is that you need to have a strong conviction and you need to be consistent.
Right.
And so if you have a strong belief in what you're doing, backed by data, backed by research, backed by real data, then you know that what I'm going to do can succeed. And so whatever somebody is saying would not really affect you because you've already anticipated their comments, and so you use your conviction to just stay consistent. When we started eating bar on Twitter and people said it was impossible, now those same people have moved from it's impossible to now being admirers of eating bar.
In fact, I have to come and taste the things.
You should. It's in your vicinity. Just know.
I'll come around.
So yeah, you should come. You should come through. But that's the thing, you know. And for mental health, I'm actually a mental health ambassador for the Mental Health Authority of Ghana. I wrote a book that that sort of captures such. And actually, let me say,
do you have copies of your book?
Yes, let me say a big shout out to MTN because when I wrote my book, MTN is the only organization that paid for 1,000 copies.
Wow! Please put your hands together for MTN.
Breaking Up with Mary Jane.
This book, have I not met you before? You gave me some.
Before. Yeah. And if you look inside, you see an MTN logo inside. MTN paid for 1,000 copies, and we gave all of them for free to students. And so that's one good thing they've done. And yeah, so mental health authority, mental health is something I'm very passionate about.
Nice.
And so I know how to manage my stress.
Right.
I know how, if you know when I slept yesterday, I was stressed, but it didn't even affect me. I'm here like nothing happened because I know how to manage stuff like that.
Sometimes too, it is the grace of God, you know. You have to balance it all. Okay, we have a few minutes. I would buy a few more minutes so I can take a few more questions. If you really want to ask a question, all of you raise your hand now. I have very limited time. Then I would, someone raise his hand here. Good, I skipped you the last time, so let me take you now. And then I'll come to you. And then Alaji, I'll come to you. Then I'll come to you as well. Then I'll come to one of you. Please.
Okay. My name is Michael Akon, and I'm from UPSC.
Oh, Michael Akon, I saw you last year.
Yes, I was here.
You're a very consistent guy.
Yeah, thank you. So, my question is to the panelists, Janice, Patty, and then John.
Unkwa.
Yes, actually, not everyone, so I mean, yeah.
Don't worry, we'll sort you out.
So, I can see from your journey that most of you started way back from campus or from your early career days. So, how did you manage relationships? How did you manage your time and the obstacles that you faced? Can you touch on a few experiences?
Get me a break your heart. All right, thank you, Michael. I saw a hand here as well. Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mama T. So,
Mama T.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm setting up a business on campus, but it renders services like revamping of wigs, wig styling, and everything. So I want to know, how do I ensure that the money I've invested in my business, I get my returns back, and what's the duration for that?
Okay, Mama T, I like your question. You make a lot of money. You know why? When I was doing national service, my girlfriend at the time, she was a bridal maid, and I gave my NSS allowance for her to go and buy a wig. So you'll be fine, don't worry. Anyone else? Yes, Alaji is here. Please give him the microphone.
Thank you. My name is Haruna Imbosan Truma.
Yes. Are you the minority leader of this caucus?
I wish to be.
You can take it.
Okay, so my question is, in terms of the future of e-commerce, right? Recently, the World Business Report indicated that the Indonesia banned the use of TikTok for marketing or for selling their goods. So I want to actually see whether there is future for e-commerce, because recently Ghana also said, like, I don't know what, 2022, they introduced the filing of taxes for the online businesses. Is there actually a future for e-commerce, people who are engaging in e-commerce?
Thank you, minority leader. Yes.
I'm Chelsea Azubike Oluchukwu.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
I'm Chelsea Oluchukwu Azubike.
Oh, Chelsea. Right.
Yeah, so my question is, will you ever encourage anyone to drop out of school to start a business? Like, some people don't really like school. Someone like me.
Who best school?
No, I'm a law student.
You like school?
Yeah, I like school.
But your classmates, they don't like school. In Ghana, we call them ampedu. Ampe education. Yeah.
So when I said to make the I make lock extensions. When I sit down to make a lock extension, I'm like, I'm thinking about the cases I have to read, and I'm not reading them. And somebody's order is in like 2 days. So I'm like, I want to leave school. I want to focus on the business, because the business is giving me so much money.
Your father will beat you.
So I want to know, would you ever suggest to someone to...
No, don't try. No, finish the school. Let them call you to the bar, then you can do the lock. That one, I've answered it for you. You are seeing money, so you want to forget the law school. Chelsea, thank you. Was there another one I was taking? Okay, let's take that anyway.
Okay, so my name is Albert, and I'm a third-year student of the University of Ghana Medical School.
Okay.
And in second year, my mate and I Yeah, his name is Papayao.
He's here.
Yeah.
Papayao, give us away.
Yeah, so in second year, we started this business. Yeah, we call it Sesamoy Jerseys. Yeah.
You call it what?
Sesamoy. Sesamoy Jerseys. It's a term, some long story. Yeah. So this business was more of like a market equilibrium where we look at what people need, where demand meets supply. And in second year, we're doing a lot of this class activities like Jersey Day, T-shirts Day.
Okay.
So once the activities come up, we just make sure we get in touch with people who sell jerseys, people who sell T-shirts. Then we make our mates order the items, then we deliver. But the problem is because it's more of like a demand supply this thing.
Yeah.
We are not able to keep a constant niche in the sense that like once.
So basically, it's based on what the people want.
Yes.
Good. So, Albert, what's your question?
So how can we maximize e-commerce to keep a constant niche, whereby we always have customers, not when there is an activity coming up or something?
I like it. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
we are done with the questions. I'm sorry. So first, Michael Akon is asking, from your campus journey, managing relationships, church, family, and all those things, how do you strike the balance? That's Michael's question. Janice.
You have to find the balance. However,
You have to find it.
You have to.
Will something definitely suffer? Like
Michael, yeah.
But he's reminding you of something, eh? Oh, that's so cute. Tell
some
me.
things will suffer because you have to sacrifice some things for other things. For example, you mentioned a relationship, so I think you're very much interested in that.
He's a family man, you see?
He's a family man, yeah. You have to sacrifice your time because some don't understand. Even as and now that you are out of school, and I believe you are doing something great for yourself to earn a living, you have people in relationships who are bothered by, you didn't call me, you didn't text me, you didn't... I don't have time for that.
Stress.
For real.
Where are you?
I don't have time
Why
for that.
didn't you call me?
You understand. So even on campus, if you're finding a friend, it should somebody who understands what you're doing. I came here with my friend. We've been friends for almost 15 years.
Where is she?
She's there with them.
I thought it was a he. Can we see you? Oh, yeah.
Yes, and we don't fight.
Yeah.
We don't fight.
You don't fight?
No.
Oh, how?
But the genesis of our relationship was
a fight.
She beat me.
Did you report to the police?
No, I got sick and she fed me.
Oh, nice. Then
And
they
we've
sorted
been friends
everything.
for years now.
Right.
So you need to find someone who understands you, all of that, all right?
That's a good one, very straight to the point. Patty, the strategist, talk to my friend who is making the wigs. Because she's going to make a lot of money. Amen?
I'm very happy that you asked that question, but what I recommend is that you find, so there are people we call financial modelers, where they can do a financial projection of your capital, how many years, what you should be putting in to see the kind of profit you want to make, even how to price to, get the most out of your money.
Right.
So speak to the experts. There are people who do that for a living. They are the
And
best
the
people
good
to
thing
give you
is
that.
I'm sure you can link her up with some of these experts. So, Mama T, when we're done, you have to hold the address, you see, and you'll be fine. Chelsea, I thought I answered Chelsea, but okay, I'll come to Chelsea. Haruna, you want to say something about Chelsea's, yes. But Haruna is asking of the future of e-commerce. He cited the ban of the use of TikTok in some jurisdictions and Ghana's general approach to e-commerce, the taxing that is going to roll out and all of that. John, what's the future of e-commerce from where you sit?
The future of e-commerce is big because convenience. The only thing driving e-commerce is convenience. People want easy ways to access things. Who has ever been to Makola and tried to find something and you wish there can be an app that can just put everything in Makola in one place?
The whole day, you come back, you are sweating.
And I go to Makola a lot because of my printing job and other things. You need to buy this supply. And you wish you can just go online and then it can direct you to a shop because they have it there, but you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
So e-commerce is big. And Ghana, what Joshua said, how can Ghanaians contribute to the landscape? I think we need more people in the tech space to be able to build platforms like this that can make ease of access for us. But for taxation and other things, it's somehow political.
It's
but at the end of the day, it's important for us to also pay taxes, so we can run away
I
from
completely
that.
agree. Now, we'll wrap up. Oh, there was market equilibrium maximization. Law, medical students, right? Patty, you want to take that? You heard this question. So they are medical students and they are making jerseys, but it's all based on the demand of their clients. They want to use e-commerce to make their demand consistent. But if it's consistent, can you focus on your books? Okay, that's none of my business.
I'm not sure I get it, but how do you, can I ask?
So the demand for what they do is erratic.
Okay.
They want to make it more consistent, basically. So how can they use digital platforms to, increase their consistency?
I think it's erratic also because of the markets you are in, because it's football season. Yeah. So I'm sure that it peaks when it's football season, right? So what you need to pay attention to is that even in the down times, you have to actively market so that there's top of mind awareness. Anybody who needs you during football season remembers you when it's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's use Chelsea's story as your parting advice for everyone. A lot of people cite millionaires or billionaires today and they say they dropped out of school, but they never tell us that their parents were already millionaires. They started in a garage, but they never also tell us that in La Paz, we live in Chamber and Hall. It is our leg, we used to close the door. You know that you wake up to pee and you are stepping over your brother or something like that. So those who are at that crossroad in their life, they are starting some side hustle and they are seeing more money and they are thinking of quitting school to make it official. What's your pattern advice? That should be our last thing for people. And then rope in the e-commerce thingy and then we wrap up on that, please.
Okay. So I can go?
Yeah.
Right. So the first thing is why. Identify your why. Okay. There's a reason you chose to go to law school. And you need to constantly remind yourself of that, unless it was forced down your truth. I can't touch on that. But if it was an actual desire that made you want to go to law school and you enrolled in law school, then you need to revisit your why. The second thing I'll say is that you are going to evolve. You are not going to be this Chelsea forever. You get to the point where you might outgrow your locks business or it will evolve into something bigger, right? And there are lots of people whose businesses now are thriving because of what they studied in school. So your law is definitely going to come in handy. Second thing, I know by what you said, that's the third thing. You like money, right? And anybody who likes money should not stick to one stream of income. So the law is another thing you can monetize, maybe not full time, but in other ways, you run a business, so maybe you can decide that, okay, now I'm going to start consulting for businesses like mine that need that expertise, and that's another stream of income for you. And all of this can be done online, right? Yeah. So rethink or revisit why you went to law school, and then you can make a decision.
Thank you. Your parting words to all of us finally, Patty?
I think you should keep seeking knowledge. Don't just stop at seeking knowledge. Apply it, because knowledge is just something. It's not anything if you are not applying it. You are just a bank of ideas who is not implementing anything. There's so much money in the economy. Don't believe what you see on the streets.
I love that. Patty, thank you. John, your parting words.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Patty, thank you. Now, John, your parting words.
Wow. Bars.
Bars.
Yeah, so I read somewhere that money doesn't start the idea starts the money. So don't wait till you get money to start a business. If you have an idea, try to execute it in the smallest way possible. Once you start, the money will follow.
Great. I love it. Thank you. Janice?
My final words.
Final.
Just be you. Yeah. Because my passion lies with ladies. Like, everybody's trying to be something they are not. Everybody's trying to get money from that side, that side, that side. But I have a principle. I want to be able to tell you that I made this money for myself. I did that for myself. I'm self-made. If I'm not self-made, I'm social media made. You can do it.
So essentially, you don't like the small girl with a big God saying, Before we know, the big God is
No, it has turned to something else. No, please. If it's entrepreneurship, whatever you want to do, just learn it, find a way to monetize it, and you can make it. So just be yourself. Yesterday at my show, they were asking me, Janice, is it about the number of clothes you have or how you wear them? It's about how you wear them. Nobody can arrest you or catch you for repeating a costume. Just be yourself and dream big.
Thank you. A round of applause for our panelists. Shall we give them a loud one? Oh, and add some noise. Make some noise as well. Yay! Have we learned today? Have we been inspired today? Oh, then put your hands together for yourselves one more time. Amazing. Just by way of summary, identify your why, multiply your streams of income, keep seeking knowledge, but don't just acquire them, apply them. Money doesn't start the idea starts the money. And look, just in case you forget everything we have learned, MTN Pulse, Just Be You series that came from Janice. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, John. Thank you, Patty, the strategist. Shall we give them all a rousing round of applause as the patrons? Thank you. Guys, God knows I needed to meet you in my life today. You've been a blessing. Thank you. Are you ready for some giveaways? No, I didn't hear you. Let me get up. It's like I need to shake you small. Are you ready for some giveaways? Are you ready for some giveaways, people? Everybody stand up small, stand up small, stand up small. You've been sitting for a long. Stretch small, just make sure you don't slap somebody. Stretch. Stretch small. Like that. Like this. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. It's okay, sit down. Thank you. So, have you downloaded my MTN app? Okay. Let's get to the Just Be banner on the app. Have you seen that? Are you there? My MTN app. You go to the Just Be banner. You click it. It loads quickly. Ooh, mine is in. I'm going to win some money. I'm going to get some freebies. So when you get there, then you go to gaming. Have you seen gaming? Anyone seen gaming? You've seen gaming. Okay, who else seen gaming? Great. Who else seen gaming? Great, gaming. If you've seen gaming, shout gaming. If you've not seen gaming, say I've not seen. Okay. How many have seen gaming? We are going to game the rest of them, don't worry. So choose gaming now. If you go to gaming, then you see Pulse Trivial. Have you seen Pulse Trivial? Great. So you choose Pulse Trivial. Then you go to Special Trivial. We are leaving the rest behind. Can you see now? Can you see? It's getting exciting. You're there. Don't worry, when we finish, we'll teach you. Let's continue. Then you go to Just Be Trivial. Choose Just Be Trivial. Have you seen that? Who else has gotten it? Who else is there? Oh, great. Good numbers. Then, congratulations. Okay. Just Be Trivial. Exclusive to festival attendees, yes. So you do okay. Okay, I have played that thing already, so they are asking me to claim my rewards. But what are you seeing? The Regent, Greater Accra. So choose Greater Accra. After that, go down to Rage. So choose Rage now. Choose Rage. Are you there? You're lost? Okay. Have you seen Rage? Okay, continue. Who is at Rage? You are Rage. What else do you see now? Play Trivial. Go. So you have a few seconds to win 100 Ghana cedis gift voucher. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. You can't find it. What can't you find? Where are you? We are Rage. You are still at La Paz. Yeah. It's working. It's working. Are you playing? Is it going? Is it fun? Did you win? Who has won? Any winners yet? You have 5 attempts. If you miss it, you can try again. But you can only win once in your 5 attempts. Are you there? Got it? Anyone? You won. Yay! What's your name? Isaac has won. Put your hands together for Isaac. Yay! Isaac got it. Isaac will teach those who didn't get it. But it ends today. This trivia ends today. So if you go home and you play, you won't get it. So try and win something. So Isaac, see my MTN friends at the back. You've won for yourself 100 Ghana cedis gift voucher. Have you made any success? Say? Oh, too bad. I'm sorry. Anyone else? Yay. You ain't got it. No success. You lost one. Oh no, try again. Who is that? I can hear your voice. I can't see you. Abigail, sorry, try again. Did you get it? Yay! Congratulations. What's your name? Say? Mother's love. Lannister. Okay, so Lannister and Isaac, they got it. Yay, somebody got it too. What's your name? So Isaac, Lannister, and Joshua. Okay, any other takers? Let's get 2 more and then we'll move on. You're not trying a thing. You don't want the coupon. You don't like anyone else? You got it? Or you missed out? Abigail, try again. You have 5 chances. Anyone? Oh, another winner. What's your name? Eric, yay! You know, where I'm from, your name will mess it up small. The L will change it. We'll change the R to L and we'll say Eric or something like that. So Eric, Isaac, Lannister. Oh, no lady yet. Oh no, come on ladies. Give the guys a showdown. Oh, someone has got it. Finally, there's a lady. What's her name? Christabel. Yay. Christabel, Lannister, Eric, Joshua. Albert is getting it as well. Yay. What's her name? You played for him. What's your name? What's his name? Nanayao. Yeah. Anyone else? What's your name? Yes? You won. Congratulations. So if you won, take your details to the back. You will win for yourself. You have for yourself 100 Ghana cedis gift voucher. You can decide to use it to surprise your mom or to surprise your bae. Who are you going to surprise? Between your mom and your bae, who are you choosing? Eric? What's it? Your mom. You are lying. Okay, guys. We're going to continue. We're going to move on. All right. Are you ready? Please settle down. Give your details to my friends from MTN, and then we'll take it off from there. Are you all excited? Are we learning something? Are we having a good day? It's okay, everyone. Now, it's all right. If you didn't win anything, we're done playing. We're done gaming. We want to continue learning. So, do I have your attention? Oh, someone is winning. She's so excited. She said, yee. All right. Do I have your attention now? Are you sure? Put your hands together. Let me see if I have your attention. Okay. I like it. So we are going to talk about cyber security. Everybody says cyber security. This side, you didn't say some. Why? Let's all say cyber security. For the last time. What is cyber security? Don't worry, it's not an exam. So there is someone who knows about cyber security. And she's going to teach us so we are well grounded, we know better, and we live better in the world of what? Cyber. In the cyber world. So her name is Jacqueline Hansen Kote. She's the Senior Manager, Enterprise Information Security and Governance, MTN. She's a big woman. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Make some noise. And welcome, Jacqueline. Oh, keep clapping. Thank you so much, Jacqueline.
Caleb, are you sitting or you're standing or you're leaving me?
I'm leaving your stage for you.
Okay, all
You
right.
are the star, according to Fansman. You are the star.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. A real big honor to see all of you here. Thank you all for coming out to MTN Pulse Just Be. Anybody know anything about cybersecurity? Don't worry, I won't ask questions. I'm just going to speak, but I just want to hear. The lady who raised their hand first, the pretty lady, yes. You can tell me, what do you know about cybersecurity? Let's hear your voice and then I'm just here to give you a few tips. What do you know about cybersecurity? They are bringing you a mic.
So cybersecurity is about being safe on the internet.
Yes.
Being free from bully, trolls, and your account from being hacked.
Great effort. Well done. Thank you. Right. So there's information security. I think we know that in this digital revolution in which we are in, information is king at the moment. Information is currency. So we try to protect the information that we have. The most important thing you have as an entrepreneur might be the information you have. Your customer, maybe you have a list of customers. Maybe you sell on Instagram. You have a list of your faithful customers. You know if you post any dress pair, they'll buy. If they didn't interact and you didn't notice, you can DM them and say, oh, auntie, I posted this, so did you see? Do you want it? Things like that. So information is key. So it's highly important that we all protect any information that we have. Whether it's your personal information or your organization, you work for an organization like MTN or you're an entrepreneur, you have your own business. Information security is key. Now, information security is really about the confidentiality of your data. You're keeping your data safe. The integrity, it hasn't been tampered with, and the availability. It's always available when you need it and you have access to it. Nobody else has access to it. So I would say cybersecurity is a subset or derived from information security because that is more about the online presence and securing yourself online, your people, your networks, your systems, and the like. Okay. So I believe we all know that we are digital citizens. I'm looking at all your beautiful faces. None of you are as old as me, I can guarantee. So you are all born into computer age. I'm sure everybody has a smartphone or has interacted with a smartphone or a tablet or a laptop. These days, I started using a laptop when I was well into my 30s. You guys use them as young as maybe 10, 11, 12. In university, it's all the rage. Okay. So it's important that you are able to keep yourself safe online, whether it's a personal choice or it's for your business. So I'm going to just share with you some cybersecurity tips and what you need to do to keep yourself online, safe online. October every year is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We need, us cyber professionals, need to handhold all individuals, organizations, everybody to ensure that we are spreading the word. We are preaching. I'm on a podium. I feel like I'm on a church podium. So I feel we are preaching about cybersecurity and letting people know more about it, telling you more about it so that you are very comfortable to speak about it. I like the way the gentleman in gray had his 5 questions. He was only allowed about 3, but he asked 5 succinct and serious questions. I liked your AI question, by the way. So we need to keep an open mind about this. We need to know about it. How are we keeping ourselves safe? Even if we think we don't need it. We might have some younger siblings or children who are working online, and we need to keep them safe. Okay. So this month, like I said, is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Every October in the year, Cybersecurity Awareness Month. For this year's theme, 2023, is Secure Your World. We all have a part to play in securing our world, in keeping ourselves safe. I think most of us live on the we live on the internet more than we even live in the real world. How many of you can live without your phone for a day? Hands up. You can live without your phone for a day. You are better than me. I can't live without my phone for an hour. If I leave it, I'll start looking for it. Oh, what's going on? And you feel like the world is leaving you. So because you're on your phone so much, we need to ensure that we are practicing cyber hygienic. We are cyber hygienic, or we are practicing safety on the internet. Okay. So one of the things, use strong passwords. Everybody here uses a password. It might be for your banking app. You have a password, you have a PIN. It might be for your email. It might be for your Instagram, your social media. How many of you change your passwords minimum every 3 months? It doesn't happen. What's the longest? Who has kept their password for about 5 years and hasn't changed it? You see. And you don't know if your password has been compromised or not, but the same password 5 years. That's not a good cyber hygiene practice. You need to use 1, strong passwords, and 2, change it often. We say in our organization, one of our taglines is passwords are like toothbrushes. Use them, change them often, and don't share them with anyone. You don't share your toothbrush with anyone. You change it often. That's how you should treat your password. You don't know if your password has been compromised in a big compromise. Sometimes your phones can tell you. Has anybody seen that before? Your phone will tell you that your password is part of a data leak. Please change it. So please, we are encouraging you, change your passwords often. What I'll say is put a system in place, okay? And then I'll also advise, use a passphrase. So if you say, I love green hair, okay, you take the I, you take the love, and then there maybe G, and then the hair. Find a system that works for you and be creative with it. Mind you, as you are getting to my age, you forget things very easily. So let it be something that you always remember, okay? And then you can keep changing. So today if you use 5, tomorrow you go to 4 or you go to 6, and then you keep changing. But change it often and use passwords that are not easy to crack. No birthdays, please. No anniversaries, no dates that are easily gettable, no birth years. We beg you, please. Try and be safe online. Don't use anything that, I know you were born in 1995. If I take it, I put your PIN in, mobile money, 1995, and it picks, no. 000, no. 111, no. Give people a hard time to hack you, please. Be as unhackable as you can, okay? So we are saying, don't use sequential numbers. Don't include your birth date or year. Use a combination of at least 14 numbers and symbols. Anybody's password here is up to 14? Nobody? Yours? Great stuff. Combine unrelated words in your password and use passphrases like I've said. Find something that works for you and don't reuse old passwords. We know you want to remember. Don't write them down. Don't share them with people, please. We are begging you. Enable multi-factor authentication. Has anybody heard of it? Okay, so it's on, you guys are digital natives, so I'm not surprised. Multi-factor authentication is really something that you know and something that you have, okay? So you might have your password, but you put another layer of authentication. We call it 2-factor authentication, multi-factor authentication. We call them very different names, but it's the same thing. We are encouraging you to please use it, okay? So that even if your password is compromised, you have something else that the person might not be able to know, okay? But these days as well, with how we overshare, everybody knows you went to University of Ghana in Legon, okay? So if you go and use that as your next level of authentication and somebody guesses it, so try and be as obscure as possible when you are even using 2-factor authentication. But we are begging you, by all means, please use it as well. How many people have enabled 2-factor authentication on their WhatsApp? Please, if you haven't done it, ask a friend to show you and do it now. Please. Otherwise, if somebody hacks your WhatsApp, there's a link you get, you click on it, and they get access to your WhatsApp. You can really never get it back, okay? So even if they do that, it will ask them for your 2-factor authentication code, and they don't have it, and they can't proceed further, okay? So please, I'm encouraging you, enable 2-factor authentication on your WhatsApp now, okay? Does anybody know what phishing is? Has anybody heard of phishing? You have? Okay. Do you want to tell me what it is? Mike, please. I know I'm just supposed to be talking, but I want to interact with you guys, so please let the mic be readily available. The two of you seem to be very...
Hello, thank you very much. So phishing is a way of finding information from users. Yes. It can be in a way of email or anything.
Okay. So it's really like a scam. It's like tricking people. I'll send you a mail. Dear Caleb, your bank information has changed. Kindly click on this link to verify your new bank information. Okay. And because I addressed him as Caleb, he might think, okay, this is real. But there are a few ways to identify phishing information. Are you expecting that message? Some of us, we like a woof. You are not expecting any money card. They said they've sent you money, you are running. That's how scammers and fraudsters get us. Okay. Things that you haven't solicited for, you know, somebody has called you. We've sent you things from abroad. Do you even know anybody there? You don't know anybody there. You're not expecting anything. So you query the person. You ask questions. You know, we are in an era where online scams and frauds are an all-time high. You need to be very suspicious of everything and everybody. Ask questions. Begin to ask further. Have you seen the fraudsters who call you for mobile money? When you start to ask, then they'll insult you and they'll hang up. Because you are asking, you are questioning. Don't just take anything at face value. So ask questions. Anything you get in your email or any text you get, if you don't know, don't be in too much of a hurry to make friends or to take on new things. Ask questions. Think about it. Did I solicit this? Have they spelled my name correctly? Am I sure it's my bank? If you have a number to your bank, call and verify. Don't automatically just click any link you see. You get yourself into trouble. If you are working for an organization, please don't. If you are a student or for personal use, please don't. If you are not sure, check it again. Look at it. Is it being properly written? What's the grammar like? You know, does it sound authentic? Does it sound true? You know, I hear all these people who fall for online romance scams, and I'm thinking, how do you? But it can happen, and we can't say it can't happen to us. Okay, they are becoming sophisticated as the days go along. So we need to be very careful. We need to be questioning. We need to keep our eyes open, and we need to understand how these things work, so that we are. We are careful, okay? So you look out for links, you look out for messages where the links don't really match what the message is saying, the message includes grammatical errors, and sometimes they can contain malicious attachments. Maybe it says bonus 2023. Are you expecting a bonus? Even if you are at work, why don't you call your HR department and ask them, please, has anything been said? Or ask your colleagues, have you received anything? Don't be too quick to click, okay? We are immersed in this cyber world, and this digital world, and we are so excited about it. We are in a hurry to experience everything it brings. But that's how cyber fraudsters and criminals also get a hold of us, okay? Update your software. If there's a software for your laptop, for your desktop, for your phone, and it says update, please do so. Most of them contain security patches that would be able to fight against any malicious vulnerability or malicious thing that cyber criminals have put out there. So please, when it says update, don't leave it for a long time and then say, oh, maybe my data updates. Because as you are on the most recent versions of programs and software, it helps also fight. You know, that fight is inbuilt into the new versions of the software. That's why they release new ones. They are called patches, as you would know, and they apply to it to fight these things. So please, update. Don't think about your data too much. As you are thinking about your data, also think about your security. They are important, please. Okay. Right. Be aware. Be cyber aware on social media. You know, all of us, we overshare a bit. Are we all aware? Will you all agree? Okay. When your birthday, you post your age, and it's on that day. Everybody can figure out your birthday. Meanwhile, your birth year is your mobile money pin. You see what I mean? You've gone out with your friends. Maybe you're at, where's the most popular? I'm old, I don't know. Where's the most popular place? Bliss. You're at Bliss, or you're at somewhere. You're doing Snap. Everybody knows where you are. Okay. You're about to go on holiday, or maybe you are traveling for something job-related. It's all over social media. Everybody will know you are not at home at this time. It's a good time for somebody, the second owners of your staff, to visit you, isn't it? So let's think before we share. Let's not overshare. Okay, and even when you are sharing a picture or something in a location and people are there, I think it's just nice to... people are in your frame, your video, or your picture. Maybe ask them, is it okay if I post this? Okay. We will just post it. We are happy. Once we are looking nice in the picture, finish. We'll post it. Am I lying? We all do it. Yes. So please, let's practice. Let's practice privacy. Let's be private. Okay. Let's not overshare things. People can deduce a lot of things. How many people use Instagram for just what's his name? I love weddings, or is it Kwekuzi's pictures? Everybody wants to see what's going on in town. A lot of people use Instagram for just filler, okay? And you can deduce so many things about somebody from just watching their stories, and then maybe somebody else has posted the stories. You can see the sequence of a whole wedding, maybe the vendors who post, the person themselves who post, the bridesmaids who post, other people who post, and you can tell the whole story about the wedding, okay? But you who posted it didn't think that a link would be made to link other people. So please, let's be careful. Let's be safe on social media. Mobile wallet services protection, very important. Your PIN is will you share your ATM PIN with anybody? If somebody calls you and says, I've sent you money, send it to me back, put your PIN in, will you give them your ATM PIN? So why do you share your mobile money PIN? Be as secret with your mobile money PIN as you can with anybody. And this goes to all the entrepreneurs here. Please be careful. Please don't share your mobile money PIN with anybody. If you have anybody you are working with, please be suspicious. In large organizations, or most organizations, we say humans are the weakest link within the organization. Because if you get hacked, you normally spend money to put in all the big systems to protect you. But one person can click a link and compromise your organization. So if you've got a small Instagram shop and maybe you've got somebody to be helping you out, everything you know about being safe, you need to teach them as well. Don't let them be the weakest link to your business. Okay, you're at work, you've got and this is your side hustle, your phone is with somebody, your mobile money phone. If the person gets defrauded of all your mobile money, how will you feel? You'll be very upset. So you need to also teach them. You need to safeguard the people who work with you within your space as well. For SMEs or entrepreneurs, we say also change your password often. Use long, complex, unique passwords. Use multi-factor authentication. Learn about security. Ask about security. You might not be able to afford it, but just Google the internet. There's so much you can learn. If you are expanding into an SME, consider putting security on a board of directors. Consider getting somebody to help you, step up your security game. It's very important. Treat your business information with care. Treat your personal information with care. Don't overshare, please. It's very, very, very important. Be cautious when making contacts. I've told that. Don't be trusting of everybody. You met somebody text you hi. Okay, hi. You do hi for about 4 days. And then you start talking. You don't know who the person is. Question, be cautious. Don't be too eager to share information. I can see Caleb looking at me somewhere. Is my time up? Yes, okay, so my time is up. I am encouraging you all to please be safe online. There's also something like cyberbullying. People who come at you, call you names, troll you. Be careful, especially our young ones out there. Please be careful. Don't share too much information. Be cautious. Think before you click. Use long, unique passwords. And keep your PIN safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, too. Thank you, Jacqueline. Very useful tips. Shall we do it for you one more time? Make it better. Thank you. I hope you've learned something. So those of you whose passwords are 20 years old, no? Are you going to give them a new birthday or you keep it the same? You change it, right? All right, thanks. So we're going to take a very quick one from Felicia. She's the project lead from Ahaspera. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the indefatigable. Nice.
All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Caleb, for this opportunity. First of all, I would like to stand on behalf of the Ahaspera Executive and Ahaspera Board to thank MTN Pulse for making this opportunity possible for all of us. Our speakers for honoring our invitation. Our honorable moderator, Caleb, he's amazing. I always tell him that he's the icing on top of our hard work. So after we've done all our hard work, he just comes to put that cherry on the top, right? He makes it all possible for us. And I just want to tell you why Ahaspera does this. Ahaspera is a youthful organization. Our founder, Christabel Daze, is passionate about mentoring. She's not here with us, but she's glued to her screen watching us like she is literally here with us. So let's all say hi to Christabel. Yeah, she has the youth at heart. Ahaspera in general has the youth at heart. Our goal is to change mindset to help channel the future of our nation. Every great nation is built on the shoulder of the youth. And until we empower our youth, our country loses its strong foundation, right? So MTN Pulse, together with Ahaspra, is so passionate about this event. You have no idea the efforts, the number of meetings, the number of hours we put into making this possible. So we'd like to say thank you to MTN once again, the Ahaspra executives, Ahaspra team, for making this possible. One exciting thing about today is usually we do an incubator to build on the lesson learned. Today, we've brought our facilitators in-house. Yeah, there's no COVID, so why don't we hang out more? So we've brought our facilitators to hang out with us today to build on the nuggets we've learned on the show. So we are going to have 3 breakout sessions. The first session is called the newbie session. It will have all the young entrepreneurs. All of you have businesses for like 1 year till date, planning to have a business. You're going to hang out with Caleb here in this room, so you get to spend more time with Caleb. He will take you through identifying and nurturing business ideas right here. This is going to be hands-on, so it won't be too much talking. You will be doing the talking. Then those of us with 2-year-old businesses, as a febisano, they go on. The session is called They Go On. So you will be meeting Letitia Obri. She'll be teaching you about branding and scaling up. So she will build on all what Patty has said today. And finally, the guests in the business. I see someone smiling. The Mercies. Those who have been in business for 3 years and above. You're from Afa. There's small problems you have in there. It's nothing. So you will be meeting Mr. Eugene Elueke. He'll be teaching you design thinking and access to capital, because that is your problem. So today we are going to solve all your problems. It's like Wako Hospital, no? Dr. Mitia Meya, today the workshop is going to fix all those small issues you have. So thank you all. Stay around and be engaged in the workshop.
Thank you so much. Let's do it one more time for Felicia, project lead, Ahaspra. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I'm excited to let you know that we're going to eat. You're not happy? You don't like food, eh? You don't like food? If you're happy to eat, make some noise. Make it louder. Yeah, that's very important. But before we go for the snack break, I want us all to come up here so we can frame this moment. We'll take a photo. Please, if you know you are short, come in front already. Then if you're at all, go to the back. Then let's take this photo. Please come up now. When we're done, we'll go for lunch break. We'll be quick with it. We'll network while we do lunch break, and then snack break. And then when we return, we'll have the various sessions. So our paparazzis, please help us. We want to take the photos now. Sometimes when we close, we get lost. Hey, who's this cute one? How are you? Nice. All right, so all of us, please come. Organizers, participants. No, come up. Yeah, come up. Come up. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Where's the team? MTN, Ahaspra, everyone. Our speakers. If they are done with the interviews, they should please join us all. This is a crowd. Massive. Nice.